What's up, everybody? Sweemo 315 Boxing. Got to talk to everybody today just a little bit about this KEYSHAWN Davis and his old team that he was working with. He's got a new training team now. KEYSHAWN Davis, 100 and well, coming from 135 pounds, he's going up to 140 pounds to fight Jermaine Ortiz. And there's been a lot of talk about KEYSHAWN Davis switching trainers and switching his team. He was with Bo Mack and Bud Crawford's team, with Bernie the boxer, Bo Mack, Brian McIntyre, who was a former boxer, Bud's main trainer. And then there's two other trainers. They have a three-team trainer. Bud's team was three trainers. It was Bud, there was Bo Mack, there's Red, and there's Esau. And so KEYSHAWN used to be on that team, obviously, and he's recently stopped working with that team, the Bud's team, and he's got his own team now from Norfolk, Virginia. And I seen a bunch of different videos, man. KEYSHAWN done some interviews with Brian Custer. KEYSHAWN done some interviews. I think he did an interview also with Andre Ward and Roy Jones Jr. And I see a lot of YouTubers, man, talking about the relationship that KEYSHAWN had with Bud's team, with Bo Mack and those guys, and how KEYSHAWN's changing teams sometimes is somehow controversial, or like he's dissing Bud's old team. He's dissing Bo Mack and those guys. At least that's what it seems like the media, social media, YouTube guys have been trying to make it out to be, that KEYSHAWN is dissing the Bo Mack team now that he's got a new team and everything. And I just don't see it that way. That's what I wanted to talk about, is that from my point of view, I don't see KEYSHAWN dissing anybody. I don't see Bo Mack's team, Bernie's really the only one that's done interviews. Bernie the boxer, one of the other trainers, besides the main three, Bo Mack, Red, and Esau. Bernie is the fourth one. Bernie's a former trainer. Bernie is a lifetime friend of Bud's, and he does most of the interviews. And obviously, Bernie has his own show, which I watch. I'm a fan of Bernie's. I'm a fan of his show. But from what I've heard Bernie say, and from what I've heard KEYSHAWN say, I don't see that they're mad at each other. I don't see that they're dissing each other. I don't see that either one of them are putting each other down. I haven't seen KEYSHAWN say one bad thing about Bo Mack's team. I haven't heard Bernie or Bo Mack say one bad thing about KEYSHAWN. And it's like social media is just trying to, make up this beef, man. And that's what I don't like about social media. That's the whole social media thing, though. You're always going to have controversy on social media, right? But I haven't heard KEYSHAWN say one negative thing about Bo Mack's team. And I haven't heard Bo Mack's team say one negative thing about KEYSHAWN. If anything, I've always heard them just praising each other. KEYSHAWN said he ain't got no beef with them. He just wanted to try his own team. KEYSHAWN says that he admires the way that Bud's team grew from the grassroots, from the ground up. They started with nothing when Bud wasn't famous and nobody knew him, and became great. And he admires that. And so he said that he admires that so much that he wanted to do that with his team. After his whole debacle and controversy, which I didn't agree with, I was kind of upset with KEYSHAWN as well, but he's a young man. We all make mistakes. Everybody should be given a second chance, I think, to see if they're serious. And ever since KEYSHAWN's debacle, he wants to make changes, which I think he should. It seems like he's talking right. We won't know that until we see, what happens in the ring. We don't know his personal life, but I feel like he deserves a second chance. I don't think he said anything negative about them. He said he just wants to start his own team like Bud did from Virginia. KEYSHAWN is from, I believe, Norfolk, Virginia. He has trainers and stuff there. That's his new team. I can't remember the guys' names and whatnot, but he showed. I saw them in a recent interview or a recent YouTube thing or something. But he wants to start his own team, like Bud did, and I don't see anything wrong with that. I didn't see him disrespect them. Bernie said that he ain't got nothing against KEYSHAWN. He respect what KEYSHAWN doing, and I think it should just be left as that. I heard Blue Blood on here talking about, well, it's like you insinuated that there was beef because you said you changed your whole team. I don't think that's insinuating beef just because you say you changing your whole team. I don't think so. And someone else, I think I saw Bruce Vane video saying that something about the beef that KEYSHAWN has with them, with Bomac's team. I don't see any beef with KEYSHAWN. I think they are trying to make this beef up between KEYSHAWN and the Bomac team. I love the way KEYSHAWN is not saying anything negative about Bomac's team. I just saw the most recent interview that I saw. I think it was Fight Hype. And what was the guy's name? Marcus Hale or something. Forgive me for mispronouncing or his name or whatnot. Marcus Hale, I think his name is. Black guy. Fight Hype, I believe it is. Fight Hype, Fight Hub. I'm sorry, I get those mixed up. But the black guy just recently interviewed KEYSHAWN, and I think it was an excellent interview. He asked KEYSHAWN some pertinent personal questions, and I think KEYSHAWN accepted them well and answered them well and honestly. And it don't sound like there's no beef to me, man. I just want to say that I can't stand how they always try to make up these beefs. I wish the best for KEYSHAWN, and I think that's what Bomac's team did. That's what Bernie did. And KEYSHAWN said he wishes the best for them. But I think the real test is going to be KEYSHAWN's toughest test against Jermaine Ortiz. Jermaine Ortiz is no joke. And he can definitely beat KEYSHAWN, in my opinion. He's capable of beating KEYSHAWN. But KEYSHAWN, with his talent, he's also capable of beating Jermaine. But Jermaine has more experience in the ring professionally. This is going to be a damn good fight on the same card as Teofimo and Shakur. Very exciting, very exciting. But just want to holler at you guys and give my opinion on this whole supposed beef between KEYSHAWN Davis and the Bomac team, which I think there is none. And I think they should just let them peace, man. Stop trying to pin these brothers against each other, you know, when they're already telling you that we're peace. So you guys let me know what you think. Leave a comment, share, like. Sweet Mo 315 Boxing.